So, hello everybody. That's very spontaneous, but I was noticing that many were just asking, up or down? What's happening? Tell us. Well, first of all, the first thing I can tell you, I don't know if first up and then down, or first down, then up. At the moment, it looks like first down and then up. Let me show you my screen, otherwise it doesn't make any sense, right? So let us start with, the whole thing just started with Tether and the misleading tweets by Whale Alert. 6.6 billion USDT burned at Tether treasury. And just a few minutes later, they tweeted something like 4.5 million, that's an arrow, it's 4.5 billion USDT transferred from Tether Treasury to Bitfinex. That was misleading, and that's not the case. That's another 4.5 billion that Tether is burning. That makes sense because they reduced their market cap by 14 billion, so they're accumulating those tokens just to burn them together at once. Okay, so no panic just because of that. Paulo Ardoino, my big friend, CTO of Tether and Bitfinex, said Whale Alert is mistagging the Tether multi-sig wallet. These funds were burned, not moved to Bitfinex. So, just to make this clear. The second thing was a big Whale Alert just showing 10,000 Bitcoin transferred from Chapo to Coinbase. First of all, Coinbase is not using Chapo. They have all cold wallets, but that's not provided by Chapo. Chapo is a cold wallet provider. And usually when you see Chapo to Bitfinex, Binance, Coinbase, means someone is taking out his Bitcoins from the cold wallet and sending to a centralized exchange. If you are sending your Bitcoins to a centralized exchange, you are not doing that just to give them some vacation, right? It's just because you want to sell them, and that's here the case. I did my research, and I could find out that also here just 5,000 Bitcoins went to Coinbase. The remaining 5,000 Bitcoins just went to a private wallet. I don't know. It was a brand new, and so who cares? Maybe they are just preparing a big operation. They send 5,000 to Coinbase to sell, and they have another 5,000 reserve just in case of. Okay, so nothing that should stress us at the moment. The interesting fact is I have detected those 250 million in stablecoin to spot exchanges. What does that mean? Well, for example, on Binance, if you want to buy Bitcoin there, you don't have USD pair. Okay, you can't pay with fiat. You need stablecoins for that. So when they are sending 250 million stablecoins to spot exchanges, usually that means someone wants to buy something. That's spot, it's not derivative, okay? We are separating that. Binance has different wallets for its derivative business, like futures, for example, and for spot. So when someone is sending 250 million in stablecoins, usually that means he wants to buy tokens. Doesn't mean he wants to buy only Bitcoin. Maybe he is going to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, for example, or Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other alts to push them up. Okay? So it doesn't mean 250 million are just reserved to buy Bitcoin. Just to make that clear. But that's a buy signal. It's indicating they are sending 250 million just to buy tokens. The interesting fact here is when I detected those 250 million, from one moment to the others, we received a lot of spot inflows. So Bitcoins arriving to spot exchanges. I will show you that as well. Just give me a second. Just few minutes later, I have seen another 460 million of stablecoins arrive to spot exchanges. So the same story like with the 240 with another 460 million. I don't remember when I have seen the last time such a big inflow in stablecoins to spot exchanges. I think that the last time was in November, October, 600, 700. We did that sometimes even in weekends, scam pumps, thanks to Tether and Bitfinex. But since a while, it's not happening anymore. However, today it's happening. Today it's holiday in the US. Wall Street is closed, and it's really crazy to see such a volume today, to be honest, because the market was looking very quiet. Just a minute later, we can see those 10,000 Bitcoin from Chapo to Coinbase, but at the same time, 5,000 Bitcoin from Coinbase to unknown. I have explained those 10,000 were splitted. 5,000 went to Coinbase, hot wallet, and the other 5,000 just to another private wallet, I guess. At the same time, someone sent 3,500 BTC Bitcoins from Coinbase to Binance. I guess even those 5,000 Bitcoins, you remember, 10,000, 5,000 to 5,000 to Coinbase, the other 5,000 to private wallet. Well, those 5,000 to Coinbase, it seems they split it those in 3.5 and 1.5. 1.5 maintains on Coinbase to sell, and 3.5 to Binance to sell there, because Binance has a bigger liquidity than Coinbase at the moment. If you check the volume of both, you will see they are trading much more on Binance than on Coinbase. So it makes sense to send 3.5 to Binance. At the same time, just really a minute later, we are receiving 500 Bitcoins from unknown, so private wallet to Binance. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 transactions, each 666 Bitcoins from private wallet to Coinbase. Also, it seems to sell. And now that's the big challenge. We can see what we receive on centralized exchanges, but the market maker, like in the past, is using also OTC, over the counter. We can't track over the counter transactions. The only thing we can do is to see, oh yeah, okay. Oh. I don't know. I have a special relationship with this market maker, it seems. We can see this fund flow, 13,500 Bitcoins. It means he's just moving 13,500 Bitcoins. Usually, those should appear next to Binance, Coinbase, usually Binance. He is using Binance. And he is at the same time using OTC, but these OTC, we can't track them. We don't know how much he has there. I mean, 750 million in stablecoins, it's a lot. You can buy more than 30,000 Bitcoin with that. So they are both sides. We have the buyers and the sellers. So a fight of the giants, and both are well prepared. But the thing is, the market maker is reacting to a price level of 21,000. I will show you that. I need my Epic pen here. Show me. Come on. Yeah. So, and I was noticing that, and I tweeted even about that. We arrived here to 20,700, and we failed here. Why? Because the market maker sent here 2,300 Bitcoins. Okay, I thought, can happen. Then we bounced here, we lifted up, we failed here again. And who reacted again? Exactly, the market maker. I will show you that. Yeah, mate. Live, no wrong title. Of course, I didn't have the time just to change everything, okay? That was a reaction of 1 minute. So we dumped afterwards. I will show you that because we can track his flows. And then they tried that again, and we failed here again. Why? Because the market maker reacted again. So I was asking, why is the market maker protecting 21K? And then let us check the liquidation map. I will show you. Well, first of all, the fund flows. Okay, you see here, check that here. You can see that here. He protected it here with 2,000 Bitcoins, and he protected it here actually with 2,300 Bitcoins, and right now it's just dumping. So now if we go now directly here, we can see, and the most interesting here, thing here is we see that short cluster. We will find this short cluster, the identical one, really identical, between 21,000 and 21,400. We will find then on Binance, FTX, and Bybit, I think. We can check that. So it seems the market maker is shorting with high leverage, and he is trying to protect his position because someone tries to wreck him, to liquidate him. And now it's going to be a very exciting fight to see who is going to win. Bybit, yeah, Bybit. Let us check FTX, and you will find exactly the same. Here we go. It's exactly the same. Between 21 and 21,300. Let us check Bybit. Crypto cycle, no problem, man. But it was really so spontaneous because many were just asking what's happening, well, up or down, and that's so, you know, I can spend hours and hours just explaining and writing or just make such kind of. So the same here, 21 to 21,300. It's exactly the same level high leverage shorts. So it seems that someone was preparing the next big nuke, and yeah, we have some counterparts. In my opinion, they are exchanges. They are preventing it. They try to fight against. So the 750 million, in my opinion, even if they let the price go down a little bit, they will start to bring some resistance. Omar, your question, does that mean he's shorting on different exchanges? They are always shorting on different exchanges because that's part of, if you want to manipulate the price, you need to use different exchanges for that. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You can't just use Binance, for example. So, for example, Bitfinex use Huobi. FTX uses OKEX, Binance. Wow, they have different profiles. How they, what kind of exchanges they use to manipulate the price, for example. They use futures, they use spot at the same time, and they use different exchanges. I don't actually know in perfect how that correlates. If they need certain exchanges to manipulate the price in general, I can't tell you that. But fact is, that's what they do. So if you see, for example, money goes from Tether, money goes from Bitfinex to Huobi, you know they are going to push the price up. And because that's what Bitfinex is doing. If you see FTX is sending money to OKEX or to Binance, usually that means these guys are going to push up. So that's the thing. How much Bitcoin shorts are ready to open at, I don't know, we can't see that. I don't know why. I mean, here we can see that. We see that's 100 million, but that's on Bybit. Unfortunately, I don't know why Kingfisher changed that, but I can't see anymore. But it's high leverage and it's really high. I think 300 million or something, 500 million. I really don't know. But it's exactly the same. And at the same time, they are, as you can see, we still have, so longs are rising. So, oops, sorry. If we take a look here, for example, and that was part of my analysis for today, I was explaining that longs and shorts, our long-short ratio is becoming normal again, you know? I mean, 51% longs and just 49% longs, yeah, and shorts. That looks great. That looks very similar and equal. So, but yeah. So that's the whole story. We don't know who is going to trigger the button first. I mean, we have 750 million on the table. We don't know if they are going to use the stablecoins, those 750 million, only to buy Bitcoin. Usually they use Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on and so forth to push up the price. So I'm not sure, because 750 million, it's a lot. It's more than 30,000 Bitcoins. And of course, we don't know how much Bitcoins, for example, our lovely market maker already sent to OTC in the past. We just see that he moved 13,500 Bitcoins, and usually that means he wants to push, he wants to make something like he did last time. You know, we had here a fund flow by the market maker of 20,500. What happened afterwards? Right down. And last time we received here a lot of stablecoins, but these stablecoins were just to absorb the way down. This time I'm not sure. If that's going to happen, be sure we will see a double bottom, and how I will long from here. If we are really going down to 17,600 and we will maintain there, I will long for sure. Of course, tiny stop loss just in case, but yeah, because that would be an indicator the bottom is in my opinion. I can check CVD, yeah, but it's not really useful at the moment, to be honest, because, you know, I mean, we can see that actually the aggregated spot lifted up a little bit. They are shorting now with futures, and even if we can see here, they are shorting right now, but not that aggressive like with futures, stablecoin futures. But we see here, for example, they are also using Bitcoin collateral futures, and yeah, not really spot at the moment. Usually they will start to use spot in some moment, and then it's where the price starts to go down really hard. That's it. That's the whole story. Okay, so I just bottom what so long-term buys worth buying. Bottom. Yeah, I mean, the bottom is already the zero, right? That's the ultimative bottom. But in my opinion, if we go down, we make such kind of double bottom, then the bottom is in my opinion. because actually that's also part of my analysis today. I was saying that doesn't look very accurate for me. Usually I would expect, like last year, to go back to the lows, to retest them, to fail, and then go up. It's not just go down and go up again, you know? And that's something it was wondering me, and it could happen now that we go down. It will take, I guess. I think they are not going straight to push the price down like hell, but I can imagine they will push, let the price go up again, push more, go let the price go up again, and so on and so forth. What we can do is check here the order books, and but I don't. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we have here more orders to the downside than to the upside on Binance Spot. Let us check Binance Futures. Wow. Let us make 100. That's going to be a nice fight, because we have at 19,600 orders 3,500 bitcoins waiting there. At the same time, at 20,200, 2,000 bitcoins. So it's going to be very interesting and exciting what's going to happen next, to be honest. I think maybe even volatility will rise. We need to be very careful, really, really careful now what's going to happen. But you see they're trying to push, to push, to push, while the others are here placing orders to buy at the same time, but also to generate this buy resistance. Otherwise, the price would dump straight down, you know. So let me see FTX spot. If we can find any, you know, something that's unusual. I mean, oh yeah, okay. No, but that looks absolutely normal here. Let us check Bitfinex spot. Also looks very normal. I mean, you see that here, you know, you see, wow, at 20, they're really fighting there. They're selling, 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 selling. If you check the numbers, you see how it goes up, and then, wow, 800 Bitcoin just gone. Crazy. So let me check Coinbase, but I don't think we will find anything. No, Coinbase is one of the biggest exchanges, and really their trade volume declined that much. That's crazy. Now we can check Bitfinex derivatives if we can find there something. No, they were very interesting, just limiting the way up at 21,700. So Bitfinex is really very bearish at the moment. They are selling. But I can't find here in the order books anything where I would say, oh, look, we have 5,000 Bitcoins waiting there or something. Not happening. I mean, here on FTX, oh yeah, volatility is, they are now, right now, trying to push up. You can see that here. But the resistance, it's going to be very exciting what's going to happen. Okay, but that's it really. I don't see anything. We can check Bybit, by the way, but no, more buy orders than sell orders. So be very careful if you're shorting, if you're longing. Ah, yeah, okay. They triggered my stop loss, it seems. No. Oh, no, one of my spot. No, crap. Look so. Well, okay. I did a very quick and nice gain, so sometimes that happens. By my short is still open, so we will see. However, so the you need to be very careful right now because at the moment they will let them go down, maybe even a little bit more, but at some point they will start to buy and to rise the resistance. In such case, the market maker, it seems, has a plan. I don't know what is his plan, but he has, it seems, a plan. And he will push down even more. In such case, volatility will rise. So be very careful then, because if you don't have a stop loss, they can wreck you extremely quick. Okay? That's it. I hope you enjoyed. McDonald's is trying to sail from applying. Well, I mean, yeah, the thing is, I'm still convinced that the main goal of the whole operation we are seeing is Tether. And at the same time, it's not really an interest of the exchanges to let Tether collapse. Because if that happens, that could happen very quick, and the exchanges are not, at the moment at least, are not um, ready for that. You know, they need more, yeah, USDC pairs, day pairs, BUSD pairs, whatever. But as mentioned today, I'm KuCoin client and I'm struggling. I really think I'm going to remove all my assets from KuCoin now because I don't know. I mean, if Tether is going to collapse, if these guys, if that's the goal, to push the price down below 17,500 just to let Tether crash. I mean, KuCoin doesn't have any other stablecoin or at least another pair, you know. I mean, what should I do then? And we need to be very careful with that. So if that's the plan, they that's a strategy. And believe me, institutional, in my opinion, the market maker is a bank, is an US bank, or many different US banks, institutionals, because they have a big interest to have spot ETF, to have, you know, to have a very nice relationship to ECC, and it's not in their interest. If, I mean, I have tweeted about that. 142 times mentioned ECC and its general spot ETF rejection, manipulation, and Tether. So it's very obvious and clear that ECC is saying Tether is used to make market manipulations. We are not going to apply any or just to confirm or to agree with any application for a spot ETF until the Tether problem is fixed. And as mentioned, many institutionals have bought in 2018, 2019. They have bags filled with bitcoins, and for them, spot ETF is a multi-billion deal. So if they need to crash the market to let disappear Tether, and you know, just like a little reset, and to bring spot ETF and to make their big deal, They will do that. They don't care how much they have to invest because they will get this money back anyway later on. And that's how they think. So be very careful, okay? I'm not saying, I mean, that's a theory. We don't have any proofs, but we have a lot of material, the SEC rejection. We know how many spot ETFs or how many institutionals applied for spot ETFs. I mean, ECC is not even confirming Grayscale. They don't need even to buy more Bitcoins. They have a lot. And even there is ECC not confirming their application. So yeah, it's like, so maybe not that fair, but however, be very careful. So I check the comments, but I would like then to close the session because it was really spontaneous. And Eric, so what are good exchanges to use? Good question. I mean, I need I'm using ARCX at the moment for future trading, for example. I like them. They changed. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, I know that FTX is using them for money to manipulate the market, but I actually like their user interface and so on. And I'm not sure if they only have Tether pairs, to be honest. That's the only thing we need to see. Coinbase is using fiat, so Coinbase USD pairs you have there. On FTX, I think you have them too. Well, Tim is saying DEX, decentralized exchanges, also possible. You can use them, yeah, DYDX, for example. I'm going to sign in there because, yeah, some people told me it looks very, very interesting, DYDX. So I'm going to open an account there as well. Well, Bybit, but we know Bybit has, it seems, some business problems at the moment. Well, like Gemini, like Coinbase. I mean, the market is in a very critical situation right now. Um, yeah, Eric, to be honest, I'm not using FTX. I would never use FTX just because of that. And even Bitfinex, no go for me. I'm someone, I don't care about the money then anymore. It's just a principle. I not going to support these guys. Never ever. So if that means, even if those would be the last exchanges in the world, to be honest, then I would stop to trade crypto. But I'm not going to use them at any case. But they have at least USD pairs. Well, then Kraken, we have Femex. Also, to be honest, on Femex, I never have detected any kind of market manipulation there. Also, I want to open an account on Femex. Yeah, and the rest, just make your own research. Check that. Decentralized exchanges, even centralized exchanges, check if they have some USD pairs. But because the main problem is if they have a lot of USDT pair, it means a big part of their exchange liquidity is in USDT. If USDT crash, the liquidity of the exchange will crash as well. So, who's going to pay you out then? That's the big problem. Maybe they say, we will stop to let you withdraw your money. It will take 6 weeks, and then we will find any solution, whatever. But that's not going to attract me. So yeah, I don't want to trigger any panic, okay? But we need to be very careful. That's the only thing. Be very sensitive to what I'm tweeting. Look around you, and it's your money. Be really careful with that. Okay, that's it. Then I would like to close the session. Thank you very much. We did 40 minutes? Jesus Christ. Big love. See you and be careful. Bye bye. Your Inspo.